It's an old-fashioned barn building. Who better to build a barn than an Amish community? So I found my distant cousin David Lapp and brought him up to Castle Rock Farms to build on a 150-year-old solid stone barn foundation. We hope to get a nice second floor and good usable dry space, which is something we don't have here at the moment. Tractors are outside, horrible for them. Equipment is outside, horrible for it. Get your equipment in a dry place. And if you have to build it, you have to build it, do it. You have to build it, get the Amish to build it for you. So this is a 150-year-old solid stone foundation at Castle Rock. I mean, these are cut granite stones. This would be impossible to build today. You could build it, but it would take mountains of money to build it. So what we're gonna do is use this old foundation, get a roof and a second story on it so we can store farm equipment. I mean, this is nuts. Here we've got a wheelbarrow outside. You can see it's rusting. You know, this thing will be rusted next. There's all our, equipment for the garden over there rusting. We got soil exposed. We've got wood that we're going to make into timbers. We've got water pipe, and it's all exposed to the elements. And what we're trying to do is create a building that is high and dry. Now, it'll have two purposes, really. It'll be high and dry, but someday you could convert the barn into a house if you wanted to. So we're building it with that in mind. Obviously, there's not going to be any plumbing here. There's not going to be any electricity in the building. For now, it's a farm storage building, but someday, you never know. It could become a guest house or a residence. And when Rainbow gets to China, maybe we'll find some yen to help pay for the roof. There's clearly more than just sort of an agricultural building with no heat or amenities in it, because we see the remains of an old fireplace here. Probably was a wood stove because it's a stovepipe in the wall. And in the old pictures, you can see this chimney. So they were heating this area, probably with a wood stove for some reason. I don't know what they were using it for. I'll check with the descendants of the family and see if they can remember what happened here, what it was used for. This concrete pad looks like where they pulled the carriages in, and then maybe they had the horses on this brick that would allow the urine to escape. But we clearly see here there's a channel that runs right down the middle of the barn and runs out this little escape window. That was clearly to let the urine flow out of the building and, evacuate. It runs right into the Hudson River, of course. We don't do that anymore. So my Mormon cousins say we are 12 cousins 3 times removed. Do you believe that?
Well, I would have to look things up, but I'm not sure.
Well, you must be, because you got great instinct for barn building, and that is definitely a Whipple trait. So I'm just going to hope. I'm going to call you cousin.
Well, that's great, because I don't mind that. It doesn't offend me. And on top of that, I love stone and wood. I just can't. I would sleep right on it.
So tell me about this stone. I mean, I bought this place because of this stone. It was put up in 1880. I don't think you could put it up today. When you see something like this, what do you think?
Awesome. It's an awesome foundation, and it's like these stone foundations were built by hand and axes. It's really amazing. It truly is. And it's something that stays for hundreds of years.
Well, this has been here for 150 years.
150.
150, and we're
Wow.
gonna put a roof back on.
Wow.
Good,
great.
good. Thanks, buddy. And you can see David has suggested a very steep roof like this, which is consistent with the other properties at Castle Rock Farms. And we're figuring out if we should do a high wall with windows or just a steep roof with dormers. I think we're going to get more room, more light, more usable storage space if we do an 8-foot sidewall with then a pitched sort of cathedral roof, steeply pitched. So the big question is, will this roof ever get on this 150-year-old foundation? Well, if anybody can do it, David Lapp can. I just got to find my wallet to pay for it. I don't know about that. Farmer George, yippee-i-o-ki-yay!